Now I need to find where the calculator is. It's saying, oh, is it maybe this? Oh yeah, here. This is the calculator button. So you get a full on, oh, you totally do. I really appreciate that. ND104. By the way, this stream is sponsored. They let us keep the board today, but it's not gonna stop me from being honest, as you guys already know. Little thing with Chillkey. They've sent me boards in the past. Their first board was very meh. I actually didn't like it. It was one of the few like low budget 75s that came out at the time that I thought was like pretty ass. They released a few products since, like the Slice and some other boards, and honestly they've done really well. The aesthetic is not for everyone on those prior boards, but the boards are solid and they're fair prices. They've even come out with some other products like mice. Dude, big fan of their mouse. The mouse they released, the Glacier, really cool. I ended up really liking that one there. I still use it on rotation on my gaming PC. Not so much my work computer because it's not really a working mouse, but very cool. Now they have the ND104, which is a full-size board. They're saying is more of a workhorse keyboard. It starts at, I mean, there's early bird pricing, which is starting at $199. I guess technically it's not really $199 because you can get the super early bird stuff for like starting at $169 for the ND104 Lite. But if you want the standardized pricing, it ranges between $189 and $209, it looks like. They're saying $219, but I don't see what's $219. In and around the $200 mark. Now we can open this. In and around there. Yeah, I always appreciate good full-size boards, and this comes pre-assembled, so we'll do like a teardown like we normally do on these types of things. The packaging is fun too. What's this? A book? So yeah, my package came in pretty. Ooh, this is a nice color. Ooh, this has some weight to it. Oh, it's like glued onto this. Oh, something probably came loose in transit. I wonder if that damaged the keyboard at all, which is maybe a sign for them to not put that. Okay, luckily no damage to anything here, but yeah, definitely would not put that on the keyboard where it's gonna fling around and such. But yeah, that's just a magnet that just keeps the foot in place there. Ooh, this is a pretty yellow. Actually, this is it's a pretty nice vibe for a keyboard. Oh, this is, dude, honestly, this is pretty. Ooh, this is nice. I love the tactility of this already. I'm gonna peel this off for now. Yeah, they just need to put some tape over it or something. Not a big deal. Okay, this might not be everyone's cup of tea. Let me get like a little pointer because we're gonna talk about the aesthetics of this before we dive into anything else. I really like the use of visible screws over here. I think this is cool. This is very much my vibe. I like that. That's different. And this is like, I guess, an LED bar. The keycaps are not super legible for this like green, or not green, but this yellow and white. But I think it kind of plays into this like pastel kind of color, which is a beautiful coating, by the way. They're even giving us light bars on the side. I was wondering about that actually. We have some standard bubble feet, well, sort of bubble feet, custom bubble feet. And then we have a machined weight here on the bottom. Interesting, it's pretty flat here on the bottom otherwise, so you're gonna get most of your detail from this little weight area. This is kind of also what I really appreciate about this. It is a very classic, very, very classic side profile, which again, super duper appreciate. You can't go wrong with something like that. So overall, I like the aesthetic. This is just a normal key over here. This is just like a normal thing, but I don't know if this particular piece can come off. It has a screen over here too, which is fun. For me, this is like a not terrible thing because I never use these keys. So this would be cool to have like some extra stuff up there. So what else are they saying here? They're saying it's a smart display, built-in screen with 3 modes, calculator, clock, and this is a calculator built into this? Pause one moment. If this is a calculator, I will be thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly impressed. Let's get this out of my way. You can change with the knob or the screen, right? I read something briefly about that, but I wonder how easy it is to do. I guess you would have to set this up somehow for the weather. But like, am I gonna use this to set up the weather? Probably not. So I guess we just, how do we go through this? Oh, that just turned up my volume. How do we cycle through all this stuff? I think this is gonna be a selling point for some people right here. As a stock little image, little teddy bear. Pretty nice display too. Very clear. I like that. Very crystal clear. So it tells you what mode it's in. It's in Windows mode here. Oh, that's cool. Wait, this has so many interesting little modes. So is this just a... Oh, this just tells you the letter you're typing? That's cool too. Now I need to find where the calculator is. It's saying... Oh, is it maybe this? Oh yeah, here. This is the calculator button. So you get a full-on... Oh, you totally do. I really appreciate that. Parentheses actions? Oh, see if it does that. So how do we clear though? So I guess, would it just be like backspace? Oh yeah, I guess the whole thing... Can I still type on the computer though? Okay, so the backspace is this, but also backspace is the normal stuff you type. And you can also still type stuff. Let's do +5, and then we do multiplied by 2. It should be 20, no? This would equal 20? Not bad. This is cool. Bro, I'm kind of sold on this one feature alone. Ain't gonna lie to you guys. I think this is just fun to put on a board. Even when I have a numpad and stuff, like I don't want extra shit on my desk. But I think this is cool because I don't always like booting up a calculator app because I got other stuff on the screen and I hate having to like alt tab out of things or I don't know. I think it's cool. So I'm actually impressed by it. I think this is a wrap. I think I'm sold. Now let's keep looking. So what are the other things they're saying here on the website? It has a calculator, a clock, and dynamic backgrounds. Sure, the calculator is f***ing crazy. I love it. Command with a twist. It's a hot swappable knob. I don't know how to take this out. I'm guessing... Well, I'm not going to try right now. But it does look like you can just make this a regular switch. It looks like it anyways. It's a hot swappable knob. So you can just yoink this whole thing out. Which, again, I think this is a very flush fit for this. So it's saying this is a storage bin or something. Wait a second here. I don't understand what the hell this is. Hidden storage compartment. Keep your essentials handy. I'm guessing what they're saying is you got to take out all this stuff here. I wouldn't call this modular. But you know what? For someone who maybe wants to use this as a little... I see what they did here. And then you can just store shit in here like paper clips and stuff. I mean... I wouldn't call this modular. I wouldn't call this a selling point either. It's neat, I guess. You know what they should have done? They should have done a pogo pin connector where this has its own little daughter board for this cluster over here. And then you could have just like used a little button to pop it off. And it could have been its own little tray with the pogo pin still attached at the bottom. That actually would have been really cool. And it would have kept functionality for things without needing to disassemble. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this. I think this is a little silly if I'm being honest. But yeah, a bit silly, but I'm not mad at it though. So you can take out literally all of this stuff and replace it for regular keys, by the way. So if you wanted to, you just disassemble the board and literally just do everything. Okay, that's okay. I mean, like, again, I feel like boards have done that already where it is a bit more modular. They're saying it's 5 layers of foam and dampening in here, which is pretty standard for like these kind of boards. All right, so I want to see how this sounds and then we can fiddle around with this a bit. I'm kind of already sold on this, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is pretty nice. For 200 bucks to get something like this, I am like full on sold on this product already. So these switches are already a very clacky switch. I've seen these switches on another product at one point, I think. And also they kind of told me that they were really happy with these switches. And quite frankly, like they're not a bad switch at all. All right, let's see how this sounds like. This spacebar is a little drowned out by how bright these alphas are. Like, this is a extremely bright alpha. Extremely bright. I am really liking the alphas on this. Spacebar is getting lost a little bit. Stabs are okay. Like, I think the stabs on the numpad could be better. They could be a little better. On the main keyboard, though, they sound good. So now, I guess I kind of want to open this up. Is this a catchball system? It totally is, right? Yeah, it is. Ooh, I'm a little nervous taking this apart, though. I'm not finding confidence doing this right now. Okay, there we go. A little, I guess, do I have to take off the... Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I guess you do have to take off the knob first if you want to take this off, though. So it's not quite super duper hot swap. But here's the internals. All right. Catchball system, we have loads of different ways that this is getting force broken. We even have some alignment silicone here on the sides. The only thing that could realistically make this like next level for me is if they decided to do some, and this is not an objective thing I'm criticizing on. This is just something that I would recommend if they want to take this board to the next level. I would just add some stepped internals to this. Give it some extra life by making it not so flat and resonant if people didn't want to just use foam. So what do we got on the top? So nothing too crazy on the top. We do have the... So this can all be taken off in favor of keys, as you guys can see. But I'm going to leave it on because I like it. All right, let's see what else we got here. I kind of want to take this apart and then maybe not put foam in, but also I kind of like the foam in this. I don't know what we want to do. So here we have, I guess I'll just take off this for now. This is adhered, which I hate when people do this. I hate the foam being basically adhered to the back because you're going to tear it. I do wish this was kind of just loosely laid on the bottom opposed to completely adhered to the back of the PCB. I really don't like that. Because I almost feel like if I tear this off, I will completely ruin the foam and it's going to be hard to put back. But we'll take a little peek at the PCB. It does seem like it has flex cuts, so this probably wouldn't sound super great if we decided to take out all the foam, which is a bit of a shame. I would love to see this without flex cuts. I think this would be a solid, like honestly top tier choice if this didn't have a flex cut PCB. Like I would actually build this with literally no foam and just like rock this. But then we do have an interesting mounting system. Is it double mount? Like, why is there an extra hole here? Are they offering a top mount solution with this too? Oh, they have other mounting options you can do too. You know, I'm kind of curious about the other mounting options. This kind of looks like something we've seen in Mellatrix boards. So I'm guessing this works as a... Oh, wait a second. Dude, they need to really offer a secondary PCB. Did it say that they offer other PCBs? It looks like you also get top mount, but there's no screws for anything, so I don't know if the top mounts... Oh wait, maybe there is screws. I haven't taken out everything yet. There is screws. You can do top mount with this too. That's crazy. This is a chunky cable. You ought to also get a silicone cable with this. Okay, hold on a second. If they're giving you a PCB mounted option, they're supposed to offer a 1.6mm non-flex cut PCB. Oh, there is an updated 1.6mm PCB. Dude, this might be a sick pickup for people. I would love to see this with a 1.6mm PCB and then doing some like plateless stuff. It does say, yeah, updated new normal price to be $199. Ooh, I would like that. I would like that a lot. The only thing this might be missing, which yeah, it doesn't have right there. I wonder if it's underneath the caps lock. Let's see. It's not. So where do you get all the Bluetooth on and off stuff? Is that just hotkeys? It might just be hotkeys then. All right, I don't hate that, but I would also like a physical toggle somewhere. Well, okay, I kind of want to try one of the other mounting styles at the very least. Let's actually try the PCB mounted one here. Take off these little silicone dots, which, by the way, I'm usually a big fan of these anyways. And then we can also try not putting anything underneath a... I kind of want to try a long pull spacebar of some sort here. This foam is like very hard to deal with right now. It's just like getting caught on this foam. It's not anything. It's just the foam is in a very weird spot. Which, you know what? Can I remove this foam? Is this foam? Can I yoink this out? Yeah, get that out of there. We don't really need the foam under the spacebar. It's already suppressed enough. I like that too. Little modular piece of foam instead of one that's connected to the rest. Oh, dude, that brings the whole spacebar. Like, it's not my favorite spacebar in the world. Like, this is far from it. But this is way better now. It's an okay softness. I would say it's not medium firm like I think most keyboards end up being, but this is like a little bit more bouncy than normal. Now, here's the thing, right? Like, I already know there's not much we can realistically do with the flex cut plate. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, we could rebuild it, but I'm not gonna like it. Most flex cut plates, or flex cut PCBs need some level of foam in them and end up sounding foamy. I think there can be a little bit of a few changes done to the board. I do think they should make the knob area, while I appreciate being modular right now, I would actually appreciate it more if you didn't have to kind of like yoink out this whole PCB and top frame and kind of be very delicate with it as you do, simply because the knob is kind of restricting the rest of it from like pulling out with it. So I do think this should be reworked a little bit. I don't really care for this whole tray idea thing. I thought this was a bit ridiculous. There is some good ways you can probably go about this, but yeah, the way they have been implemented right now is meh at best. The internals are fine. I love all the mounting styles you get with this. Fantastic. Kind of redefines some of the pre-builts that you get with like almost no mounting styles. Really, really appreciate that. But what I don't love, and again, it's already being addressed if you get the 1.6mm PCB, is I feel like you can't really do much with its current version of it, the 1.2mm PCB with flex cuts. It's going to sound thin. It also has a flat bottom on the inside, so it's going to sound a bit resonant. But I do appreciate everything else, like all the little force break areas and alignment silicone. It feels very premium. It does sound better with the GMK spacebar. Like, genuinely. Dude, this is nice. I'm impressed by this one. I'm impressed. Dude, I've been, like I said, I've become a little bit of a Chill Key fanboy recently. Huh, I'm glad they've kind of didn't give up after the ND104. This is nice. The colors are cool. Like, damn, okay. The calculator option's cool. So what do you guys think? $200, would you get something like this? Okay, what if I change the question to full-size boards? Not just spending $200. Because I also think that, yeah, full-size definitely needs to be in the equation to talk about full-size boards. I don't think there's a lot of full-size boards on the market. But yeah, imagine you wanted a full-size. Because I also think you have to be, like I said, you have to be kind of into full-sizes first of all. Not really a big fan of TKLs or anything bigger, so a no for me. But I can see someone who's into productivity getting this. Yeah, I agree. I like full size as long as split backspace is an option. Oh, I don't know if this had that. I don't think it did. No-brainer choice over stuff like Keychron. Yeah, I would also agree. Keychron stuff is kind of not my thing. No VIA. So you're going to have to use a JSON file. I urge all these companies to just work on a piece of universal webware that we can all just like use and not have to sit there and scratch our head finding files and loading them up. It's frustrating. It doesn't need to happen. I'm tired of repeating this, to be completely honest with you guys. I hate this segment of the keyboard streams, but it seems to be very, very targeted towards wireless PCBs. Other than that, I think this board's really cool. I really, really appreciate this board. I'm trying to find where the knob fell off, but I'll go find it later. My own fault. I should have tightened it before putting it back on. Really appreciate this board, though. I think this is fun. I think they did a really good job. Like I said, if we got the 1.6mm version, which I was kind of hoping, like maybe when I open this up, it would be like non-flex cut, but I didn't even know a 1.6 version actually existed until you guys told me, but I didn't know this had flex cuts on it. But I was hoping it was non-flex cut, but yeah, it's flex cut. I don't really personally love it, and I already know that my reaction's not going to be like over the moon if I build it, so what's the point? But for what it is, even with the foam, I appreciate it. It's a fun board. Be happy and be healthy, please. Make good decisions. Love you guys. Bye-bye.